because science is just the mind's futile attempt to understand infinity. So the mystics are slightly ahead of the curve in that regard, because they have the experience of it. They don't need the data. People who seek the data and who have to engage in all kinds of research and studies and do so because they're not experiencing. So just take some breaths and good morning, by the way. You let me know when you start to feel a shift in your state of being. Just becoming aware of a shift in your state of being. And just becoming fully aware of this shift, of this state. Just fully becoming aware of it. So the first question is, what am I experiencing? Well, what you're experiencing is your natural state of being. Why is it an experience? So that I can find it within myself. What is the point of this human incarnation? So that I can locate my position in infinity and have the unique experience of being a human being in an infinite universe. So what's the point of the whole thing? To just have the experience. What experience? Whatever experience it is that I'm having in any moment. And here's why. Some of you have a hard time deciding what restaurant you want to go and have dinner at. And even when you think you've figured out, if you're a member of a family, all of a sudden you start taking other people's opinions into consideration. Before you know it, you end up at a completely different restaurant than the one that you wanted to go to. But just imagine if life was that way. Before you were born, you already created all of this. But just imagine if halfway through, you could actually change your mind. All of a sudden you took a vote, you polled everybody in your life, and then you took on everyone else's interpretations and understandings. And from that, from the inconclusive data of somebody else's experience of you, you then decided to diverge from a path that you yourself had set in motion a very long time ago. But what if everything that's happening, and I mean everything, every single thing that's unfolding, is exactly the way that we've asked it to be? Every emotion is exactly the emotion that we want to experience. Every feeling is exactly the feeling that we asked to have. current state of our mind is the mind that we asked for. The body is the body that we requested. And the life is the life that we were born to live. I know it sounds radical, but just take a breath. What would open up in you if you allowed yourself to be 1000% accountable for your experience, and you no longer resisted any part of it because you realized that you yourself were delivering yourself these experiences? That this higher power, this intelligence, is you. Just continue to rest in the awareness of your breath and just let me know what would open up for you. Wow. So when I'm feeling sad, that's because in that moment I'm supposed to be feeling sad because I put that sadness there? Yeah. So if I'm having a moment of feeling unworthy or whatever, like I'm feeling that way because I put that there for me to experience? Yeah. You mean even if I end up with a label or a diagnosis or something that I have to go through in my body, I put that there? Yeah. And all the stuff that's happened to me through the course of my life, I also put that there too? Yes. I know it sounds radical, but just take a breath. What would happen if you actually became 1000% accountable for the vision board that you created before you were even born? And some of you want to be manifestors. Well, here you are. You already created the whole thing. Every moment. Perfect down to the billionth of a second. The whole thing. All of it. What would happen if you allowed yourself to be 1000% accountable for it all? Well, I can tell you, but you let me know first. If I became 1000% accountable for my life and every single thing that's happening in my life, what would open up for me? What would open up for me? Putting yourself at the source of it, the cause of it. To be at the cause of something is to be empowered. If it's happening because of you, then you are empowered. Conversely, let's do it the way you've been doing it thus far. Something other than you is doing everything, and most of what it's doing you can't stand or don't want. How does that feel? Something other than you is doing everything, and everything that it's doing you can't stand and you don't want. How does that feel? Do you see the difference? Do you feel the difference? And here's why. To be at the cause of everything, to be accountable for one's life, is to be free. And it's to be fully aligned with it. What are you aligning with? Everything you've already chosen for yourself to experience. The other side of it is, well, there's something other than me that's doing everything. I don't quite trust it, but I'm along for the ride, and I can't stand anything that it's doing. Well, that's just being a victim. That's called victim consciousness. And the paraphernalia of victim consciousness is, well, I have to be afraid. I have to resist. I have to impose my will upon it. I have to try and change it. I have to try and make it different. I have to survive. But let's go back to the first version of this. Because the way that I've experienced it, you actually are the source of all of this. Take a deep breath. When you are the cause of it, you are empowered. When you are at the effect of it, you are a victim. Can you see that? And also, can you see the being at the cause of it eradicates the need to fix, heal, change, and improve, or even forgive or be forgiven? Because being at the cause of it opens up, it's going to sound wild, a sense of inherent perfection in all of it. I'm going to tell you why this is particularly pertinent today. Because as I've experienced all of this has already happened. You and I, life, moment we were born, moment we will die. It's all already happened, you see. So today, I'd like you to be accountable for your experience, to be the cause of it, and to notice what happens when you do. Let's just try it right now. Instead of resisting the feeling, resisting what's happening in the body, resisting what's happening in your life, how about we embrace the fact that we put it there? And then instead of telling you why you put it there, I'd like you to tell me. Honestly, when you look at it from this perspective, wow, I created all of this. I put all of this in motion in my life. All of this was put in motion billions of years ago. You tell me why you put all of these things into motion. You tell me why. Who have you become as a result of all of these things? What experience has it allowed you to have? Just take a look. All of this energy, this infinite universe, is unfolding further and further into infinity on behalf of you, to deliver you an experience. But take a look at who you've become as a result of the experience. And I'm going to show you. The higher power that is unfolding everything on your behalf is actually you. The higher power that keeps you alive while you're sleeping, that facilitates your digestion, that brings you every emotion when it's supposed to bring it to you, that brings you every feeling, that brings you every thought, that brings you every physical sensation and every physical experience. The higher power that is unfolding everything on your behalf is actually you. You see, and this realization is the same realization that every mystic, every saint and every sage came to. And this isn't a reframing of reality. This is the truth of reality that you're unwilling to accept. Because you are more committed to being a victim than you are to being free. On some level, it's easier for you to resist and to deny and to separate yourself from who you really are than it is to embrace it. But actually, if you actually allow yourself to embrace the totality of it, you will experience instantaneous liberation. There is nothing outside of me doing anything to me. My entire life is being unfolded in exactly the way that I've asked it to unfold. I am the cause, and I take complete responsibility and accountability for my life. Every emotion is meant to be there. Every feeling is meant to be there. Every thought is meant to be there. Every belief is meant to be there. Everything in my body is meant to be there. And everything that's happening in my life is meant to be there. Why? Because I put it there. I put it there. I am not a victim. I am the source. Now, as your friend, I'm going to humbly ask something of you. For one day, just live your life as though nothing's out of place. Just for one day. Just try it. Just for one day. For one day. Nothing is out of place for one day. Not an emotion, not a feeling, not a thought. Nothing at the level of the body. Nothing at the level of life and living. Just for one day, just try it. If it doesn't work, don't come back tomorrow. because you're wasting your time in being here with me. And I'm saying that to you because I love you. And I don't want you to waste your time. Nothing is out of place. Instead of wishing things away, I'd like you to be curious about them. And in particular, curious about the blessing that this thing that you've been spending your whole life trying to get rid of it, I'd like you to be curious about the blessing that it offers you. Because if you put it there, then it has to have a purpose. So I would like you to try it just for 24 hours. If it doesn't work, I'm full of shit, and you should never come back here. I'm just another person that's disappointed you. But just try it. I'm going to live my day as though there is nothing out of place. Not an emotion, not a feeling, not a thought, not a belief. Nothing at the level of my body, nothing at the level of my life. I'm just going to give myself one day to see if this lunatic knows what he's talking about. And simply stated, I want you to welcome everything that shows up in your life today as though you put it there. But instead of trying to get rid of it, I want you to be curious about what it's allowing you to become. The gift that it's giving you. Can you try that today? Just try it. Try it. Today, I'm going to welcome everything that I experience, and I'm going to do it by acknowledging that I put it there. I put the sadness there. I put the anger there. I put the irritation there. I put the struggle there. I put the suffering there. I am the cause of it all. The higher power that is unfolding everything is one with me. I'm one with it. And just notice the gift that it gives you. All of this, and when you die you'll see it for the truth that it is, has already happened. You and I have already happened, beloved. Yay. And I promise you this, if you actually allow yourself to do it, you'll begin to notice something. You'll begin to notice something. About you. You'll begin to notice something about you. Got it? So just give it 24 hours. And just accept and embrace everything as if you put it there. Because you did. Because you did. You'll realize it when you die. I just want you to realize it now while you're still alive. Instead of getting rid of it, be curious about who it's allowing you to become, what it's opening up for you. Be open to it. If you really receive what I've shared today, you will know eternal peace. If you really receive what I have shared today, you will know eternal peace. If you really receive what I have shared today, you will know eternal peace. Emojis. Stop typing Om Shanti present. Day 1009. Wow. Good morning, sweet friends, and welcome to another Called Calm meditation. I'd like you to imagine a scenario with me. At the beginning of all of this, creation itself, you had an infinite vision board. And at the beginning of creation, you outlined the entire evolutionary arc for humanity, as well as the entire evolutionary arc for everything in this infinite universe. What you are experiencing now is a product of something that you yourself set in motion billions and billions and billions of years ago. It is immutable. It is unchangeable. It is exactly how you have directed it to be. And it's precise. Every emotion, every feeling, everything that happens at the level of the mind, everything that you're going through in your body, and everything that is unfolding in your life is a part of an energy and an experience that you set in motion a very, very long time ago. And actually, there is nothing out of place in any of it. So today, I would like you to embrace the fact that you are the cause, you are at cause. Because once you are at cause, once you are accountable, once you are the source, then you are free. And then, instead of wasting your time trying to change something that will never change, or have something be different that will never be different, you begin to become curious as to why you put it there, and what blessing or gift it is giving you. And today, this is how I would like you to live. Either I'm deluded and insane, or I've experienced the truth. It cannot be both. And today's the day where the rubber meets the road. If you're going to be here, then it's time for you to put it to the test. And to see what happens when you do. If you're new to me, you're adorable and I love you. If you've been here for 1009 days, you're adorable and I love you too. And if you've been here for some duration in between day 1 and day 1009, you're extra adorable. Close your eyes, open your palms, and take some long, deep cleansing breaths. Resting in the awareness of your breath. Transforms your life into a living meditation. Just becoming aware of every inhalation and exhalation. This morning, you and I are going to take a little trip down memory lane, and we're going to do it together. And we're going to begin by going back to the most painful moment of being human you've ever experienced. You don't have to be afraid. I love you and I'm with you. It's time to see who you've become because of it. The blessing that you couldn't acknowledge before. It's time to receive that blessing now. Putting on your fluffy slippers, holding my hand, we begin to go back down the timeline of your life to that moment. And we're just going to observe it together, hand in hand. The emotion of it, the feeling of it, all of the thoughts and all of the beliefs, and the actual physical experience of it. But instead of trying to fix it, heal it, change it, have it be different, or even waste a moment of time trying to understand it, we're going to see how it supported you in becoming more compassionate, more loving, more empathic, more aligned with your heart, more connected to the human experience than you ever would have been in the absence of it. We didn't come here to learn lessons. We came here to have experiences. And our experiences have made us who we are. There is no pass or fail. Planet Earth is experiential. And the experience of being a human being allows us to bring our light into the world. Together, seeing that in that moment, the light that you are, the love that you are, was present, even in the midst of what you have deemed to be the worst thing that ever happened to you. The light that you are, the love that you are, was present even then. And today, maybe for the first time ever, accepting the experience. making peace with it. Making peace with it all. Every single thought, word, and deed. And then moving to other parts of the timeline. Or just doing a quick life review of the whole thing. In fact, going all the way back to the beginning of creation. And seeing firsthand that the being that architected everything that constitutes your life, reality, and this infinite universe was actually you. That you were there at the beginning of creation. That you set forth all of these energies into motion. And that all of these things were set in motion simply to be experienced. And that these experiences have served to make us who we are, and have simply brought our light to the totality of the whole. So today, I am going to accept every single thing that has happened to me. And in doing so, I am going to set myself free, or realize that I always have been. Today, I am going to accept and embrace every single thing that has happened to me, that is happening to me, that will happen to me. I'm going to open my heart to it all and embrace it all. And in doing so, I shall know eternal peace. There is no emotion that's out of place. There is no feeling that is out of place. Nothing at the level of the mind is out of place. Nothing at the level of the body is out of place. And nothing that's happening at the level of my life is out of place. All of it. Every single thing. Every experience is providing me access to something that I never ever would have had access to before. Allowing yourself to come back to where you are now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I'm going to say this, and I mean it with all the love I have in my heart. At some point, we have to end the illusion of separation within ourselves. That happens when we remove the illusion of another. And I promise you, when you die, you will see that everything I've shared with you for the last 1009 days has been absolutely true. I just want you to get it now. And here's why. Because you have been wasting your time trying to change something, understand something, fix something, or improve something that cannot be changed. Instead, be curious about why you put it there. Be open to who you've become as a result of it, because I can tell you that as a result of every single thing that I've gone through in my life, I'm way more loving, way more open, way more compassionate, way more relatable, way more of everything, way more adorable than I ever was before. In fact, had I not gone through every single thing that I've gone through in my life, none of you would be here. So if we're going to spend our time together, then let's make the most of it. Give me the gift of 24 hours. And welcome everything that happens in your life as if you put it there. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, if it has not worked for you, then I am an epic waste of your time, and I'm sorry for wasting it. But please, try it. Try it. Try it. Live it. And know eternal peace. Know and experience eternal peace. Why is it there? Because you put it there. And what is it allowing you to become? More aligned, more loving, more beautiful, more adorable than you could ever imagine. Just try it. Today's Thursday. At least it is in my part of the world. There's a group alignment session today. Group alignment sessions came into being during the pandemic because I knew that people would need to be supported in embracing and integrating and loving all that they are. For whatever reason, since my earliest childhood memories. People have dissolved into oneness around me and stayed that way. If you feel drawn or so moved, I will see you there at 11 a.m. Eastern. Come if you are ready to know eternal peace. Also, what else is happening? Oh yeah, it's an Impact Semi-Private today. So I'll see you for that. And, yay. The replay is available on All Access. So if you need to come back and re-listen to this one, maybe do that. All of the info is available on the website. And I mean it with all the love in my heart. Either what I'm sharing with you when applied works. And it is a valuable use of your time. Or it doesn't. And it's just become one more way for you to invalidate yourself. But as of today, everybody who comes here will know eternal peace. The end of victim consciousness has arrived. Sending you all a big hug. I'll see you later. Twinkle, twinkle.
Recording stopped.